Hey bookers and tubers, I'm coming at you today with a little something on how to do a French manicure on a rockin' boat. Because so many of you are like, how do you do your French manicure? I love it. You guys are way too nice. But I did want to show you a trick that maybe you're not aware of with a French manicure. And that is that I make my own base. I make my own base coat, and I actually do it let's face it, if you say, well, why don't you just go out and buy a French manicure set, the white and then the pink or the nude or whatever. I get that, but one size doesn't fit all. Some of those colors don't look right on my skin tone. They don't look right on my nail bed. You can still see stuff, or sometimes they'll be too opaque, or sometimes they're too thin and transparent. So I try to find what's going to strike that happy medium. So it's like, you know what? I'm not an idiot. I'll make it myself just by adding colors, mixing and matching. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First thing, I'm going to do these two nails. All my other nails are already done. So I'm going to do these two for you live. The first thing I do, I always start with Sally Hansen 7-in-1. That's my base coat. That's my top coat. That's my go-to. That's my nude, that's my whatever. Sally Hansen 7-in-1. By the way, I'm not paid by anyone to talk about these products. I wish I was, but I'm not. These are just products that I've tried with, on top of a ton of other products. I've wasted my money 500 million times using things they say they'll do something, then they don't, or they don't have, they just chip after one day, or you know what I mean. So I've spent the money for you already, and I'm telling you what works for me. So again, not paid by anyone. So first thing I do, Sally Hansen 7-in-1. You can get that at any drugstore, as you can all the products I'm about to show you. You can also get them shipped to you on Amazon. So that's that. So first thing, Sally Hansen 7-in-1. Next thing I do is I grab my white. Now, the white that I choose is not a white, it's a milky white. And what I like about that, sometimes a bright white is just too much. So the one I'm using today is Sally Hansen, go figure. Oh my gosh, I'm such a Sally Hansen girl. Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure, and the color is Let's Snow. But you can use anything you want. Let's Snow. So I'm going to stand up, I think, to paint this for you so I can get you close to the camera. I start with a pretty heavy brush. Let me put my glasses back on. Soul Pot necklace, right? Start with a pretty heavy brush, and I may or may not have to go over it twice, but oh, this is so hard to do. I swipe one, and then I swipe two, and that's it. That's it. 2 swipes. If I have to go over it again, I let that dry. I don't try to go over it a second time. Here's my swipes again. So I'm going to swipe 1 and then swipe 2. Oopsies. 2. That's it. Now, let's go to the coats, the base coat. I got to kind of let that dry a little bit before I do that. So let's talk about, I did such a nice job on those two. Look at that. All right, so, and it's just a quick swipe. Again, if you miss, if it drags, if you didn't have enough polish on, don't go back a second time over the same thing. Let that rest, let that dry, and then you can go again. So this actually looks okay. I'm not gonna go a second time. So the next step, is to put a pink or whatever. This is where I fail, because they're not all created equal. The colors aren't created equal. It's not right for every skin tone. So what I did, and what I usually do, is I start with like kind of a get the yellow out. This one in particular is yellow out. Takes the yellow out of nails, clear acrylic top coat. I usually start with something like this. Xena makes it, but you're just kind of looking for that purplish pink color already there in this clear polish. So find something like that. For this demonstration, I'm just using a clear so you can see the color change in what I'm doing. This one is Danny Pro Infused Nail Polish, but it's just a clear. So grab either a clear nail polish. I recommend something that has, says that it takes the yellow out and that is almost like a soft lavender or pink in color. And that's what I typically use. But for this sake of the video, I'm going to show you clear and how to change it up. So I find something that is close to the pink color that I want, which is what you see on my nails right now. And I found this, it's from Sally Hansen. They need to pay me, okay? Sally Hansen, it's called Good, Kind, Pure, Lasting Color. And it's vegan. And this is called Love You Lotus, Lotius. It's just what I'm using because it's very close to what I want. And what I'll do is I will put 1 drop of this into the clear, because what I'm reaching for is not something opaque, but not something so thin like it's a veil. So I'll let 1 drop go in. Hold on, let me get it. It's a little bit filled up better. There we go. 1 drop. And I might go actually 2. Remember, you can add more, but you can't take it out. So go slow. So here it is in my clear. You see it in there? Now we're going to shake. So there's 2 things that can happen. Is either that pink coat will be too opaque and that just looks like I don't know, it's too dense. Or it'll be too thin and watery. But the worst is in between, where it's streaky and milky. All right, so look at what we've got so far. Do you see that now? So it's coming into almost like a jelly kind of a look. I kind of want that a little bit darker. A little bit darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red and I'm going to put 1 very thin drop of red on this, in this. This red, Bubby bought it for me. He went into the drugstore and got it for me, and he did such a nice job. All right, 1 thin drop of red dripping right off of, and it's trial and error, you guys. You kind of, and if you want it bluer, go buy a blue nail polish. Put blue in this. If you want it hotter pink, add like almost like a pinkier pink in there. Look at that now. What? Look at how pretty that is. So I'm going to use this. I like this color. And it's going to be really sheer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on for you and show you what this looks like. Actually, I might... Oh, that looks so good. Nice job. All right, let me put this on. I go right over top my pink and my white, just as if I'm polishing my fingernails. And I'll show you what this looks like. It's like watching paint dry, right? So here's what that looks like. And you'll see that it's 1 coat. And you'll see that it's sheer, but it's not streaky. Did I mess that now? I've got white in my corner. There you go. So, and it kind of blends in with the white that I've got going on there. Isn't that cool? Do you like it? So let me do a 2nd coat of it. And that's all I do. And if I wanted this darker, I would add maybe another drop or more opaque. I might, you know what I might do is I might put 1 more drop of the pink in. You play. You just play. And you make your own. I do this with my opaque nail polishes too. if I want the redders lighter or if I want the pinkies darker. And you add blues to it to give it a little bit more of a blue sheen. But you get the idea, and you just make your own color. So let's shake that in. I put in one more drop of my pink, and that's getting, show you what that looks like. It looks like kind of shocking in the bottle, but you see once you get it on, it's not. And so let's do that second coat. Let's see what this looks like. But I think I'm gonna really like this one. I think that really looks pretty. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. That's super. So to give my nails a little bit more of a fluorescent look, in case you noticed that on my other nails, I'll add like a pink top coat. So there it is with 2 coats on. How pretty. Do you like it? Or is it bad? See how those are a little more fluorescent? I actually used this bottle that I made up, and it's a little bit brighter. It has more red in it. It has, I think, 2 drops of the red in it. But I just thought I would show you just a classic, you know, without being all bright and crazy like these nails are. But you see, I mean, it's just that easy, and that works for me. That's it, you guys. That's how you do it. Super easy. Make it your own. Build your own. And remember, go slowly. You know, you can always add more of any color. If you need to dilute it down and you're like, you know, I did too much, add some more clear nail polish to it and it will dilute it down. You don't have to be a chemist to figure this out. Remember though, you can always add more, but once it's in, you can't take it out. The only thing you can do there is then add a little more clear to it and water it down. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks. Love you. Bye-bye.